listeners, welcome to Nashville first. Being from the South,
Yeah.
obviously soccer had not developed as much maybe when you were growing up as it is now. What are your impressions of what's happening in Alabama, of course, but also here in Nashville and kind of in the South in general in terms of soccer development?
No, it's dope. We played Ghana here in Nashville maybe a year or two ago, and it was amazing turnout and amazing results. So again, I love how it's grown in the South. I think Huntsville has a USL team that kind of feeds into Nashville, and I know the Legion. We have a lot of people all around the South looking at us. So again, I love the growth and development of the game in the South, but also you see the infrastructure around you. Nashville's really done really well, and they're doing really well in the league. So it's really nice to see.
What do you make of Geodis Park since you played here last time?
Yeah, it's nice. I think growing up, I'd only pretty much imagined having like a soccer-specific stadium. So it's really cool to see one like here at Nashville, and also again they have good turnouts and they have a really good squad. So and led by a good coach. BJ was our boy at national team, so he's done really well with the team here.
You asking Walker for what to do around here?
Man, a little something. I see a few things around here, so no, it's cool. They even have a basketball court right there, so I might have to show it off a little bit.
How huge is this match just before you guys send off and kind of get into the real deal of the Gold Cup and finally the final chance to see what you need to see before heading over?
Yeah, like you said, it's a chance to kind of make adjustments going into the Gold Cup, but also it's a tester for next year. We don't get to play many European squads being here in CONCACAF, and they're doing qualifiers, so getting as much experience in new games as we can leading into a World Cup year is amazing.
How important is the Gold Cup? It's the last official tournament before the Gold Cup, before the World Cup.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's the last official tournament, and we don't get many tournament-style things anymore, especially with no qualifiers since we already qualified. So again, it's a chance to play in knockout rounds, and it's a chance to kind of rewrite what happened last summer, get us another thing of hardware going into a World Cup, and give us a lot of confidence as well.
What sort of boost do you get from your club success and being able to lift a trophy, obviously? Does that give you any boost coming into the national team?
Yeah, definitely. I think anytime you win a trophy, it definitely gives you some more confidence, but especially in a trophy that took you all season long to win, and you kind of reap the benefits of your hard work. So it was amazing, and again, I kind of want to continue to bring this mentality to the national team. I know we've had a good history of winning trophies over the last so many years, but I think it's now over a year without a trophy, so it's time we get another one.
Despite the recent results, do you see glimpses of what the team can be?
Yeah, definitely. We had a pretty much new group come into this camp, and I think we gelled really well against a top European side the other day. So now, regardless of the result, I think it's a really positive step in the right direction, and hopefully we continue tomorrow.
What do you make a coach?
Yeah, I like him. It's he definitely demands a lot out of us, but he also understands that we're human, that we're going to make mistakes. But he continues to give us the confidence to play regardless of what's going on the pitch, and so that's exactly what you need. You don't want to be second guessing your natural instincts.
You still celebrate the FA Cup?
I had to take a few days off from the celebrations. It was a long week plus of celebrating, but come back here now, it's business again.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You've been in soccer long enough to know that sometimes, even when you play a good game, you might end up losing it.
Yeah.
It seemed like that would happen against Turkey.
Yeah.
For the most part. What was that conversation in the locker room after the game?
No, to walk out of here with your head held high. It's again a top European side, but also we were a really young team and guys who have played for the first time together. So international soccer is different than anything else, and I think getting as many of those games against top teams as possible before a World Cup is it's really important for us and really important for this young squad.
Is the U.S. ready to take the cup back? The World Cup?
Yeah, of course. It's about time.